All right, welcome to the Right Now Project. The Right Now Project is a podcast about finding and owning who we are. It's about learning to trust ourselves, finally. It's about learning to trust our guts. It's about uncovering our authenticity and allowing who we are to soar. My name is Guy McPherson. I'm the founder here, and this is my journey too. If you're looking for something easy, this is not it. However, if you're ready to step up, ready to explore who you are, the ups and downs, the scars and scrapes, and realize the incredible value in that, this is your place. Let's get started. All right, welcome back. When something like a divorce, in my case, happens, when something traumatic happens, I think it's very easy to feel like you're a victim. And in some cases, I guess you are. One is, when all this happened, very careful of my language here, when all this occurred, I felt like a victim. This happened to me. I was, slammed in the face by a 2x4 after 15 years out of the blue. We're getting a divorce. And for a while, I felt and was acting as if, this happened to me. And again, I that makes sense. But along with that feeling, along with that belief, comes certain actions, comes certain emotions, comes certain thoughts and beliefs. And I realized recently, within the last couple of weeks, that it's not working for me. It's not sustainable. It's not helping me get to the next place. It's not those beliefs, that perspective, that attitude is not empowering for me. And I got to a point, really, last week where I was like, what the fuck is going on? How long am I going to feel this way? How long am I going to think this way? How long am I going to believe that, this person did something to me? And however, you can argue, well, that person did. It's not helpful for me. And so I've really decided last week, in a culmination, as a result of a culmination of events and discussions I had and meetings with certain guests on my other podcast I had, that I'm done. Right? I'm so done with feeling behind the eight ball, with feeling as if something was done to me and now I've got to pick up the pieces. And though to a certain degree that it may seem like that, and that might be true to a certain degree, I'm ready to not just change things, and I'm ready to change myself. I'm ready to look at my thoughts, really get aware of what I need to do, who I need to become to move forward. I told you, when soon after all this went down, I was working with a divorce coach, which I'd never heard of a divorce coach before, but I found one, and I found an amazing one. And, one of the first things she was talking about was like, okay, we're going to move through this, and we're going to work on your plan for the future and how you want your post-divorce life to be. And I was like, what? I can't even think about that. I don't even know what that's going to be like right now. And for the longest time, I didn't. And now I'm ready to, like I said, really be accountable for who I am and change myself in order to move forward in order to create the life I want. Okay? Not just to wait for things to happen, but to change myself. Like I said, be aware of my beliefs, my thoughts, my limiting beliefs. I have a lot of limiting beliefs and anxiety around certain things, and really just work on what kind of life I want to lead. What does that look like? How is that person going to be? How am I going to act as I enjoy this new life unfolding? Okay, not wait for things to happen. I'm tired of that. I've done a lot of that. And quite frankly, I'm not very good at it. And I'm, when you get into a state where you're just so psyched, you're in the zone, you're enthralled. Could be when you're having an amazing dinner with friends or family or with your kid and you're having an amazing time, whatever it is, you playing music or doing your art. Those zones, those experiences, those feelings are magic, right? They're when we are connected with who we are, with our core, with our passion, with our deepest self. And we can create those times, right? It's not enough. It's no longer enough for me to wait for those times to happen. It's more about creating that type of person, right? In other words, being that type of person, experiencing, allowing yourself to have that state, to create that state within yourself now. Why do I've got to wait to experience excitement or inspiration? It's all fucking around us, and we have to embody it now. And it people talk about, this divorce was the best thing that's happened to me, and obviously there are many reasons for that, but what's going on for me right now is a heightened awareness of who I am, a heightened awareness again of my thoughts, of my feelings, of my subconscious thoughts. And the divorce in itself, in part, precipitated a cascade of events that brought me here. So I don't say the divorce in and of itself was the best thing that's happened to me. Again, I'm not doing this podcast to disparage my ex at all. And as I've said before, I respect her for stepping up and doing what she needed to do. I do. I do have issue with the way it went down, but that's not what this podcast is about. This podcast is about recognizing and becoming aware and shining a light, even a magnifying glass, on who we are and how we're moving through this process. There's no manual for this stuff, right? We each have to find our own way. I never thought I'd be sitting here doing this fucking podcast. I never thought I'd be sitting here talking about being done with the way I've been and so ready to become the person I want to be to move forward into my new life. That's where I'm at. So here I am thinking about, what do I want? What is my life going to look like moving forward? Where am I living? Am I in a relationship? Do I want to be in a relationship? I'm having an amazing experience and relationship with my kids. Where am I traveling to? I'm finally doing my art. I've been doing it's so interesting how pretty soon in the wake of this divorce that I started doing my art again. And you might say, well, it's not that surprising. Maybe some forces were unleashed or, let loose that hadn't been there. And I look back and I think, man, we get in these relationships, we have kids, we have jobs, we have work, we get in these routines, all of which are necessary to a certain degree, but we need to become aware of who we are. We can never lose sight of that. And it's very easy to. I did. For the longest time, even probably before my marriage. But things are changing. I'm changing. And I'm ready to fucking change. I'm ready to accept responsibility for, again, my thoughts and how they're impacting my emotions and my actions. We get in these routines of thought, right? They're very easy. It's very easy to fall into these routines of thought, and we have to be hypervigilant about the beliefs we have every day, the thoughts, the thousands of same thoughts we have from day to day to day, right? Which create this deep neural network that move us along. And in order to shift that, in order to empower ourselves, to take our power back, we have to be aware of what the fuck we're thinking and believing. And that takes focus, right? That takes energy. And once we do, and once we're able to envision the kind of life we want and to bring our power and energy into that, we create those moments of inspiration rather than waiting for them to happen, right? We are the driver in a sense. And that's where I'm at. And that's why I'm so excited to move forward. Oh, man. All right. Have an awesome weekend. Take care.